Okay, in this video I'm going to look specifically at how to add and subtract with decimals. At this level in mathematics, for most instructors, you have to use just simply a basic 4-function calculator. So, for example, the calculator that can be found just directly on your phone, notice, is a basic 4-function calculator. 4-function essentially means that it adds, subtracts, multiplies, and divides. And that's pretty close to being it. So when we're talking about being able to add or subtract decimals, then we are literally just talking about being able to use our calculator to perform the operations that you see. So here I'm going to use my calculator and I want to add 17. So I've got 17 plus 3.24 plus 0.256 plus 0.3689 and hit enter. The biggest thing I can tell you is that whatever you see in terms of your decimal answer is the answer that you should write down. 220.8649. The only time that you would write something different is if your directions specifically asked you to round to a specific number. Here they don't, it just simply says add or subtract. So you want to use all of the digits. For the second one, we have 2 minus 1.0908 and hit enter. And here we have 0.9092. Again, I did not tell you where to round, therefore you're going to include them all. Now with that, the biggest thing we do with a lot of our decimals is we work with some of these applications. So here, the first one says, Mr. Johnson bought the following items at a department store. Slacks for $32.50, shoes for $43.75, and a shirt for $18.50 or $18.60. The question says, how much did he spend? So very simply, you need to set it up. He spent $32.50 plus $43.75 plus $18.60. Now that you've set it up, we can use our calculator in order to solve it. So we have $32.50 plus that $43.75 plus $18.60 is going to give me a total of $94.85. So here we've got $94.85. Now notice, with all of these decimals, I had only 2 places for each one. Therefore, it makes sense that my answer would only have 2 places. Now the second part says, what was his change if he gave the clerk a $100 bill? So in other words, I'm going to take my $100 and subtract out what I spent, which was the $94.85, and that should give me how much change I get. So again, I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to do my $100 minus the $94.85, and that gives me $5.15 as change. Okay. Now we have find the perimeter of a rectangle with the length of 5.24 meters and a width of 4.18 meters. So the first thing that I would do is I would draw myself a picture so I can see what I'm doing. So I've got a rectangle and I'm told that the length is 5.24 meters and I'm told that the width is 4.18 meters. The first thing you want to double check is you want to make sure that both of these have the same unit, and they do. Now the second thing that we need to know is we need to remember, what was my perimeter formula? Well, the perimeter formula is twice the length plus twice the width. So here what we actually have is we have 2 times 5.24 plus 2 times 4.18. Now this can also be the same as doing 5.24 plus 5.24 plus 4.18 plus 4.18. So either of these two methods is going to give you the answer that we're looking for. So again, if we go back to our calculator, we can plug it in using the multiplication method very simply. You're going to start by hitting this little parenthesis button right here. So you open up your parenthesis. And then we have 2 times 5.24. So this is 2 times 5.24. Then you want to hit that button again to close it. And we're going to add this to the next one. So we have to reopen your parenthesis and have 2 times 4.18. Again, we're going to close it. And we'll hit enter. And so here we are told that your perimeter is going to be 18.84 meters. Now to double check yourself, let's do the just straight addition way. So 5.24 plus 5.24 plus 4.18 plus 4.18 gives me the same answer. So that is what we do with perimeter, either the multiplication way or add them all up as you go. Now let's suppose that your checking account shows a balance of $382.35 at the beginning of the month. During the month you make deposits of $475.10, $213.98, and $120.45. And you make withdrawals for $78.63, $520, and $337.56. The question wants to know the end of the month balance on your account. So the first thing we have to do is we have to kind of keep track of what we did. So our starting balance was $382.35. Now we need to know about our deposits. So my deposits were $475.10 plus $213.98 plus $120.45. So we need to know what our total deposits were. Again, you would pull out your calculator and you would run this addition, and when you do, you should come up with $809.53. Now we also need to know our withdrawal. So our withdrawals were $78.63 plus $520 plus $337.56. Again, you would add all of these up using your calculator and you would come out with your total withdrawals being $936.19. So our end of the month balance is going to be found by taking where you started from, so $382.35, adding all of your deposits in, which was $809.53, and then subtracting all your withdrawals away, which was the $936.19. $2,276.19. And that is going to leave you with the overall money in your account. So you would start from the left. So you're going to work left to right. So if we looked at our calculator, you would work left to right. So we would start with $382.35. We're going to then add in the $809.53. And then we're going to subtract away the $936.19. And it's going to leave us with $255.69. So what you have to remember here is that order of operations, always say start from left, work left to right, and add and subtract as you go. Now the last thing we have is that Carol saved $19,273.22 towards the purchase of a new car, and she will take out a loan for any extra cost. The agreed upon price of the car with its accessories is $23,925.50. And the taxes, registration fees, and insurance add up to $1,437.62. So how much must Carol borrow? So the first thing that we need to know is we need to know what the total cost is going to be. And we find that by looking at the cost of the car plus the cost of the fees. So here, the car costs $23,925.50, and the fees cost $1,437.62. So we are going to add these together, and when we do, it's going to come out to $25,363.12. In order to figure out the loan amount, we have to take the cost and subtract away i.e. subtract away your money, what you saved. So here, that means we're going to do the $25,363.12, and we're going to subtract away the fact that Carol saved $19,273.22. And that is going to tell me how much you have to pull out a loan for. And in this case, our loan is going to be $6,089.90. So that is what's left in order for Carol to buy a car. So that, in a nutshell, is everything that you need to know about adding and subtracting decimals. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, be sure to keep smiling, relax, and I'll see you next time.